Welcome everyone to MLW Blood and Thunder. A raucous New York City crowd is with us live on the heels of a newsworthy Summer of the Beast live special. We'll talk all about it. But first, Jesus Rodriguez is here to kick off the festivities.
Damas y caballeros, en este momento les presento al presidente de Major League Wrestling, el mero jefe. Levántese, porque aquí está César Duran.
Reigning president of Major League Wrestling, Cesar Duran has never flexed more power at any time. El Presidente opens his mouth. You know big news is on the way. The newly appointed Vice President of Wrestler Relations. We've already seen her flex her authority in recent weeks as well.
New York City! I love this city. I love the noise, the chaos. And tonight, El Jefe has prepared a fight card worthy of the Big Apple. But me too. But first, you guys have to show me the love for wrestling. Otherwise, there's nothing. The love for MLW, so let me hear you out. Say loud. MLW! 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 Ahora! And now, of course, this show wouldn't be complete without La Empresaria, my blood, my pride, my very, very expensive daughter, Salina.
Expensive? I make the company money, papi, come on.
Well, yeah, that's true. She does handle the contracts, I handle the chaos. And together, we are like my friends Don Gato Tequila. We are strong, we are smooth, and we are dangerously addictive.
Pour one out for the legend, Don Gato.
That's right. But listen, we're not here to toast to success. We're here to make history. Because tonight, we kick off the legendary Opera Cup. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, there's not gonna be one, there's not gonna be two, there's gonna be 3 first matches for the cup down here right now. Jesus,
We're gonna have Satoshi Kojima versus Bobby Fish. We're gonna have Greene versus Bishop Dyer. And we're gonna have Ikuro Kwon contra Mistico.
Oh, that's big, and that's all tonight.
And speaking of Mistico and Kwon, that brings me to the MLW Middleweight Championship. That title, it has been vacant for way too long. So that's gonna end at Fightland. Because at Fightland, the MLW Middleweight title will be decided once and for all.
let's fight! Come on! MLW!
Big news as we just come on the air as the fate of the MLW World Middleweight Championship will finally be decided this September at Fightland as per President Cesar Duran. But my question is, how is MLW going to regain physical possession of the middleweight title, knowing it still rests in the hands of Ikuro, Kwon and Contra? We welcome you all to MLW Blood and Thunder. Joe Dombrowski here with 2 special fight analysts, Austin Aries, Filthy Tom Lawler by my side. Austin, we are all looking forward to tonight, and it's Riddle, Dijak 2.
That's the match I've been waiting for. Finally, Donovan Dijak fulfills his legacy shuts Matt Riddle up and becomes the new MLW World Champion.
That's the match the Filthy Bros have been waiting for too, Austin. That's the match tonight that we finally get rid of Dijak. Matt Riddle already beat him, and he's gonna do it again here tonight.
I guess we'll find out.
But we are going to find out. Matt Riddle has been a marked man since capturing the MLW World title. We'll see if he can leave with title intact. That and a whole lot more here at Blood and Thunder as we send you up to the ring and Rich Palladino to kick action off.
The following fight is set for one fall with a 30-minute time limit and is a Scramble 6 match. Introducing first, Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 220 pounds. Welcome to the era of Thrash with Matthew Justice.
All right, you guys want to kick things off. Cesar Duran wants to kick things off with chaos. No better way than a Scramble 6 matchup. 6 athletes in the ring, one time, sudden death, one fall to a finish. Anything could happen.
My mind is still reeling from this big announcement of the Opera Cup. Now we have at Fightland, the middleweight title will be decided. But first, we have 6 guys fighting it out right here in front of us.
Yeah.
Kidding me?
Kind of like we got 3 guys fighting out up here now that you're here. Not Tom?
Yeah, I'm not here to fight, Austin. I'm here to work, buddy.
His opponent, originally from Osaka, Japan, now residing in Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 238 pounds, Shigeo Okumura.
Well, the big story over the past couple of months concerned an apparent rift between Okumura and Kojima. Kojima even coming to blows on a recent MLW broadcast, but a peace offering was presented, and it was over Kojima's favorite food. Kojima and Okumura breaking bread together, talking out their differences, and it seems now that Kojima may be back on the same page. That's a great thing for both men. Kojima, of course, a part of the opening round of the Opera Cup later tonight, and Okumura has to have total focus on this scramble, including this 6'7" athletic specimen.
Their opponent, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 267 pounds, Mr. Thomas.
Mr. Thomas, a chance to stand tall on his own. He's got the tall part down, about 6'7" or 8 or so.
Is that Mrs. Thomas with him?
That's Faye Jackson.
Oh.
Been a spiritual guiding point and inspiration to Mr. Thomas.
Is that what they call it now? Spiritual guide?
Thomas scored big in the Gravity Gamble and Battle Riot, had a couple of very memorable moments these past few months. Thomas may just be one decision away from sending his career to the next level.
Their opponent, from Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 145 pounds, he's 1 in a trillion, Ariel Dominguez.
Tom, I would think there's a lot of similarities between you and young Ariel Dominguez, an amateur standout, a man that loves to keep things close to the mat. But Ariel Dominguez certainly physically well outmatched. But can he thrive through the chaos and find a way to upset the world?
Ariel's been outmatched his whole life. Look at him, he's shorter in stature, he's younger, more inexperienced, but I don't know if any of these guys can match up to Ariel when it comes to heart.
Their opponent, from Raleigh, North Carolina, weighing in at 205 pounds, the Enforcer, C.W. Anderson.
And pound for pound, this may be the toughest man in the Scramble 6 match. From his time as an Extreme Horseman back in the infancy of MLW to the Rogue Horseman in recent times, C.W. Anderson has never been one you want to mess with.
And our final entrant, representing CONTRA Unit, standing 7 feet tall, he is the Black Hand of CONTRA, Mads Krugger.
In possession of that Gravity Gamble briefcase that guarantees Krugger a shot at the MLW World title anytime he sees fit. But Krugger has been on an absolute streak of destruction, briefcase or not, and a rich history with Krugger and Matthew Justice as they waste no time slugging it out to officially kick off this one-fall Scramble 6 match.
As if Krugger wasn't dangerous enough physically. Now he has that briefcase. He can get a shot at the title whenever he wants.
Here you got the two biggest men in the match right now going toe-to-toe. Wait a second here.
Ariel Dominguez.
There's that heart you talk about, Tom. I call it stupidity.
Well, he saw an opening. He wanted to seize an opportunity. And this kid, he's so gutsy, he doesn't realize he's not 6'7" like the rest of them.
He's about to find out.
Oh. Ariel Dominguez, we hardly knew ye.
Thanks for coming. Oh.
And the bodies topple.
The way Dominguez fell, he might be 4'11" now.
Yeah, Dominguez landed right in his head. Matthew Justice, we know he'll throw caution to the wind. We know he's fearless in and of himself. But Mads Krugger, you hit it on the head, Tom. He's all about the power, all about the control. Wait a minute.
Oh.
Matthew Justice using Ariel Dominguez as a weapon and wipes out the two behemoths.
And right now, if you're CW, you're Okumura, here's your chance to finish this match. You got the other men on the outside. Here's your opening to get a pinfall without getting interrupted.
The two most experienced guys in there are the two that are putting themselves in a position of winning. They waited till everybody else is out, and now they're getting down to business.
That's a great point. The only way to win this matchup is inside the ring, pinfall, submission, knockout. And CW looking for a knockout shot with that thrust kick. And here comes Mr. Thomas.
That was a super kick out of C-Dub.
And a super feat of agility by Mr. Thomas. Agility beyond anything you'd expect.
He's not done.
He had stopped moving.
Oh.
Splash, are you kidding me? Oh. Okumura interrupts. Of course, Thomas and CW, a rich history stemming back to their respective factions doing in their rivalry for much of the year. But now it's Matthew Justice who stands on his own. And Okumura, the exploder suplex.
Doesn't stand at all after that exploder.
We saw Justice score big in War Chamber, as he does every year. Justice is made in matches with as few rules as possible. And Okumura with a super cozy cutter. I'm not sure if it's a tribute or a message to Kojima at this point, but either way, it's an ear fall.
Old habits die hard, Joe.
It's true. Okumura, multiple-time World Tag Team Champion, first, along with Kojima, to defend that title down in Mexico. Would love to get back in championship contention. Matthew Justice, we saw him put himself back into the openweight title scene. Justice is not somebody that goes quietly to the back of the line. He loves to ruffle some feathers and make some noise, but Thomas responds with a sidewalk slam and the Anderson trademark spine buster.
Got to keep your eyes to the back of your head in a match like this.
And Ariel Dominguez takes down C-Dub. Well, Dominguez won't quit, formerly #1 in his weight class in the entire country as an amateur. Out of Florida.
50 pounds?
Oh, give me a break. And look at Ariel. The urgency, like a whirling dervish. Oh no, he got caught by Krugger. No remorse, no sympathy for anybody. Krugger doesn't care how big you are, how bad you are, how much you want it. Krugger wants to kill your dreams. And Lawler, you felt firsthand, Mr. Lawler, how dangerous Krugger has been and how Contra's targeted the Filthy Bros and Matt Riddle's world title.
Yeah, I mean, Joe, that's one of the reasons I'm sitting up here next to you. It's one of the reasons I'm not down there in this match.
Well, by the looks of things, any number of these athletes could potentially join you on the sidelines. Look out, Okumura and CW underneath. Stereo powerbomb. Who's gonna survive the Scramble 6? We'll find out. Back on MLW Blood and Thunder, this is a Scramble 6 match. 6 different styles, one final finish. as the veteran brawler C.W. Anderson has the amateur standout Ariel Dominguez high above for a breathtaking superplex. But you can't forget about the Contra leader, Krugger, chucking bodies. And the Anderson left and an Anderson right. I've never seen that shot not take someone off their feet. Oh, Krugger sends CW face first, and CONTRA Unit continues to spread their pestilence.
Here is your winner, Mads Krugger.
Well, the dangers of CONTRA you can list a mile long, from the Gravity Gamble briefcase to Ikuro Kwon stealing the middleweight title to the stronghold they have held over so many of MLW's talents, their fighters, their divisions. Mads Krugger adds another handful of victims to the list and proves he may be unstoppable.
CONTRA seems to thrive in chaos. And what a chaotic Scramble 6 matchup. Mads Krugger walks away the victor here.
It was absolute chaos, and that's where Krugger excels the most. The last athlete standing in Scramble 6, and still holding all the power to call his shot to get the ultimate prize to his takeover, the MLW World Heavyweight title.
Enter. You there.
So, check this out. This came in the mail, no name, no return address, but I think you're gonna find it intriguing. What is it?
Don Gato, always playing the long game. I think we're going on a trip.
Yeah?
Mija, prepare yourself for a grand and dangerous adventure.
Okay, yeah.
This is gonna be fun. Jesus! I need you to book us some traveling.
What are you doing?
I was just grabbing the tequila, literally.
Since the 1800s, one tournament has endured, the Opera Cup. Born in the pioneer age of professional wrestling, the Opera Cup tournament was presented in packed opera houses, where world-class wrestlers from all across the world came to test themselves in the sport's most majestic gauntlet. Over a century later, the journey continues. The names have changed, but the mission has not. Win the cup, and you carve your name into history. This year, 4 cities host the grandest test in the sport. 16 exceptional wrestlers from MLW, CMLL, and New Japan enter, but only one will leave with the cup. Mistico returns as defending champion, battle-tested and determined to claim back-to-back glory. Satoshi Kojima, an MLW icon with decades of dominance behind every strike. Volador Jr., one of CMLL's best of the 21st century, and looking to make a splash in his MLW debut. Titan, the dark horse of CMLL, ruthless, innovative, and impossible to predict. Austin Aries, a world-class hybrid, mixing high-impact offense with surgical precision. Kushida, Japan's master of time and torque, known for his submission game and unmatched ring IQ. Bishop Dyer, one half of the MLW World Tag Team Champions. Undeniable size, speed, and power wrapped into a breakout singles threat. Paul London, the wild card veteran, unorthodox, fearless, and with nothing to lose, which makes him the most dangerous of all. Plus more. Every style, every discipline, every threat. 16 enter, but only one will etch their name into eternity. This isn't just a tournament. It's a passage through time. The Opera Cup. There you see the prestigious Opera Cup, 140 years of history. Tonight, we will begin the journey to determine who will be the next athlete to hoist that cup high above. Opening round matchups of the 2025 Opera Cup underway tonight, including one of the most decorated athletes in MLW history, Satoshi Kojima, looks for one more accolade that's eluded him as he goes one-on-one with the kickboxing master, Bobby Fish. That's tonight. Also one half of the newly crowned MLW World Tag Team Champions, Bishop Dyer, Saint Laurent in tow, no doubt, goes one-on-one with Anthony Greene. Greene looking for a victory that would put his name on the map here in MLW, and the most recent Opera Cup holder, most recent MLW World Middleweight Champion, Mistico, sees action against the man who stole that MLW Middleweight Championship from his very hands, CONTRA Unit Ikuro Kwon, a match we've anticipated for months, and it goes down tonight as part of the 2025 Opera Cup opening round right here on Blood and Thunder.
Multiple SWAT units responding to hostage situation.
Hey, little girl, stop.
What do you want, little one?
Your ass.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
Who are you?
Frank Drebin, Police Squad. The new version.
That's the sound of the police.
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr. Love you.
Hey, Dad. Boy, do I miss you.
Sound of the police. Say see ya, 'cause I would never be ya.
Someone who's never played by the rules or waited their turn, Matthew Justice, inserted himself into the National Openweight Championship matchup back in Summer of the Beast, citing the fact that he never received a return match when Ultimo Guerrero dethroned him in Arena Mexico, coupled with the fact that Hammer left MLW and has now cut the line, returning to the company and immediately getting a shot at the title he once held. While nobody complained about the level of action and excitement that we saw in the course of that three-way matchup, after Ultimo won with the Guerrero special, Hammerstone went off the deep end. A massive brawl ensued with Justice and Hammer blaming one another for their loss. We understand our cameras are with Matthew Justice with some unfiltered words for Hammer.
Hammer! Yeah, it's your boy Justice. Did you forget? You walked out of MLW, you left. And I've been here carrying the load. Waving the banner for Major League Wrestling, and you think you can walk right back in, right into the batter's box? You juiced up freak, that's not how it works. If you want some, come get some. The window's always open. Buy the ticket and take the ride.
Back here at MLW Blood and Thunder, Joe Dabrowski, Austin Aries, now joined by a special guest, the one and only, not only an MLW star, but Naked Gun star. We can go over the whole resume. Walter Hauser, welcome to commentary.
It is a joy to be here at Blood and Thunder, and you two have quite the resume as well. Good to be sitting here with you.
Oh, hi, Paul. Thanks for joining us. Super excited to have you here.
I think it's the best way to go to Austin right now, but we're going to have an incredible matchup in the ring because a brand new concept to MLW, the Lightning match, 10-minute time limit, and we're going to talk all about your buddy, Paul London, as we head back down to the ring and Rich Palladino.
My guy.
The following is a lightning match set for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 87 kilos, the human asteroid, Neon.
Many are calling Neon the most dynamic, fast-rising luchador in the sport today. Never been more evident than his draw with Paul London in Arena Mexico during the MLW CML week-long series. Return bout set tonight. It is a lightning match, a strict 10-minute time limit, which certainly will favor a rapid, offensive-minded strategy. If no one scores a fall by the 10-minute expiration, stipulation. This matchup is a draw.
And that first match that he and Paul had was tremendous. I cannot wait.
And his opponent, from the Lone Star State of Mind, weighing in 192 pounds, the intrepid traveler, Paul London.
And of course, what you're referring to is the previous matchup Paul London had with Neon in Arena, Mexico as part of that week-long tour, CMLL versus MLW. They went to a 10-minute time limit draw in a lightning match. This is the return, and when you look at Paul London and what he's done, what his journey has looked like over the past 20 years, I think you can pick a lot of similarities out between where Paul London was 20 years ago compared to where Neon is right now.
Better hope he doesn't end up where Paul London is now in 20 years.
What does that mean?
Well, the guy's wearing a Freddie Mercury outfit,
Easy.
wrestling, and he's friends with Paul Walter Hauser.
Easy. The guy
I'm
looks
just saying.
good.
Well, I know.
I'm not discounting his skills.
Nice arm drag by Neon, feeling out process and early going, but certainly very offensive-minded in this matchup. 10-minute time limit to get the job done. And this is not a situation where you can tire out your opponent or you can have a long-term strategy to go 20, 30, 40 minutes. That's not going to happen as London responds in kind. Mr. Hauser, I know you're very happy to see your good friend Paul London here. I know you were cheering on as well as part of London's participation in War Chamber. You couldn't be in that matchup. I know that disappointed you, but what an effort Paul London made in that dangerous matchup against the Rogue Horseman.
Yeah, man, I was rooting on the whole team. I was so sad that I couldn't be a part of it. Had a couple of acute rib fractures, bursitis in my shoulder, and a hematoma on my ass cheek.
A bruise? So you left all your boys hanging in that brutal match because you had a bruise?
Okay, it was hematoma. It was like cauliflower ear, but on my
Sure. Oh,
butt.
well, I hope you're better now. Are you comfortable sitting there for this match?
Well,
Can
let
we
me
get you
tell you,
a pillow or something?
I am comfortable
for your
sitting
hematoma?
next to a commentary legend and a wrestling legend in you, Austin. My question for you, man, is if you only had 10 minutes in a match, what would your strategy be?
We want to end it quick, and I think, you know, honestly, with where Paul London's at in his career, the shorter 10-minute time period actually benefits him because the longer the match goes on, I would give the nod to the younger competitor, right? So, you know, but Paul, you know, needs to take advantage. You know, you got to take a risk, but if the risk doesn't pay off, you leave yourself exposed, like right there.
Smart defensive maneuver by Paul London.
You know, there's some experience. You know, you turn your back to your opponent, and that'll happen, and Paul London took advantage of it.
Man, I got London in this one. We're on home turf here in New York. London's been here a million times over. I think he's got it tonight.
Paul London looking to adjust to a singles career, get back into competition that way, and a victory here could be a hell of a way to fast-track himself to potential singles title shots.
Yeah, you get rid of that dead weight, you know, you start forging your own singles career.
2 count. What do you mean by dead weight?
Excuse me. He and I are still a tag team as far as he and I are concerned.
Oh, I was talking to him earlier. I wasn't so convinced, but you guys talk amongst yourselves
Austin,
about that.
Does your parole officer know you're here tonight?
Parole officer, clean record, my friend. Not even a speeding ticket. Not even a speeding ticket. Look it up.
Paul London into the cover on Neon, and there's a 2 count only. Ooh. London, great veteran move, has done a great job of neutralizing and grounding the high flyer here in the opening moments of this lightning match.
Now, here, go ahead. No, actually, I'm going to interject here. Another thing that Paul London's going to have in his advantage is the internal clock. There's no countdown clock here, so that's something that you have to have in your mind, right, to know when you're up against the clock.
London went senton atomico, but did not come up big. Neon. Boom, salt, no look there. Took a bit too much time. We've seen Neon score big here in an MLW ring. His big victory over Virus at Reloaded. His event-stealing effort against Kushida back in Intimidation Games. Neon could do so much with a victory here.
Oh, beautiful side suplex there.
Into the cover, 2.5. 2 counts keep getting longer. London may be a bit frustrated, but
he's just a little bit winded.
Probably frustrated at the pressure of a 10-minute match.
It's got to be difficult to wrestle in that onesie.
Are you jealous of Paul London's attire? Is that what it is? You're a sequin and sparkle kind of guy. I remember you had the dangly earrings.
But not everybody can pull it off.
Well, maybe so. Keep in mind, back at Arena Mexico a number of weeks ago, a 10-minute time limit draw in this Lightning match. Nothing was settled there, hoping under the bright lights of the Melrose here in New York City to get a definitive winner here tonight. Neon and London really developed a rivalry based on the fact that we could not prove who the better man was in those 10 minutes. And Mr. Hauser, I know it must be a bit odd for you to be watching up here with us from a distance, right?
Yeah, it's hard, man. You know, you want to support your buddy, but I feel I am here on commentary. He's got a hell of a submission here in the clutch.
He's covering his mouth there, making it really hard to breathe. Smart strategy.
I must say, I love these 10-minute matches that Court Bauer has instituted. I think they're very exciting, and it puts some unique pressure on the competitors.
You want some lipstick?
Oh, slipped in midair, but incredible recovery with a 1-foot drop kick.
That's all it takes in a match like this.
No, he's out.
2 count, only incredible body control.
5 minutes have elapsed in the time limit. 5 minutes remain.
Come on, dude.
And you can hear we are halfway home. Austin, who do you give the advantage to in the opening 5 minutes?
There we go.
I mean, it's been pretty close, right? But right now, they've both taken some damage, and you know, it seems like Paul's right now, he's struggling a little bit to catch his wind.
Struggling.
So now, yeah, but listen, he's going against a kid who's 20-something, right?
Oh, up with a Gabangiri. London normally lives and thrives on that top turnbuckle, but Neon a hair quicker.
There you go, Paul. Yeah, buddy.
Look at that.
London, the experience.
Here we go. Oh, shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse. Sorry. Man, I gotta get down there. Sorry, I can't do this.
Obviously, Paul Walter Hauser very emotionally invested.
All right, run.
In this situation.
Okay.
Run. Hauser, obviously, his heart is at ringside, even if he was up here with us.
6 minutes have elapsed in the time limit. 4 minutes remain.
Hilo.
They both took a hard landing on that one. Almost caught him like a power bomb. They're both shaken up.
I mean, to your point, Neon landed high, but London landed past that padding on the concrete to steel.
Yeah, and he caught that guardrail. But what's Paul Walter Hauser gonna do down there? Like, he can't interfere. What's emotional support for his best friend
What's
Paul?
What's wrong with that? I mean,
I'm just saying.
They're the best of friends. London was a trainer and mentor to Hauser.
Yeah,
Hauser
and he's a 25-year vet. He doesn't need Paul Walter Hauser down there to cheerlead him on.
What, something wrong with having friends there to support you? And Neon back to his feet, though. Neon would love to be fast-tracked to a championship match in MLW. We just heard it earlier, the MLW middleweight title situation. It'll be solved at Fightland in just a matter of weeks. Neon would love to be in that equation, love to be in that conversation. Double stop to Paul London.
7 minutes have elapsed in the time limit. 3 minutes remain.
Springs up with a moonsault.
Beautiful.
Has London pinned. He's got him. Oh, I thought it was it. The Lightning match, the quickest way, Austin, to move up in the rankings. You get to leapfrog a lot of positions. You get some high-dollar purse money if you win this particular matchup because of the stakes involved in the difficulty of winning in that amount of time.
Do it all in 10 minutes. But right now, what's Paul Walter Hauser doing, guys?
Hauser
sticking his hand in the ring there.
Well, he hasn't done anything. He's there to cheer on Paul London, and maybe London saw that, felt that, came back with a heel kick. Perhaps Hauser can inspire Paul London to get back to his feet, back to the top, and score big. Oh, smart move by Neon.
Very smart.
Safety.
Oh! Impressive.
Yeah, just charges through that straight boot, 2 count only.
Nice counter.
And Neon has the shoulders down.
8 minutes have elapsed in the time limit. 2 minutes remain.
Here we go.
Yeah,
2-minute warning.
The pace increases, the urgency escalates with these two men. Neon into the cover. London's shoulders are down, the great ring positioning by the veteran. You can see the nerves, the anxiety on Paul Walter Hauser. He would love nothing more than to watch his friend achieve big things here in MLW.
I just think he likes the spotlight, so we want to go down there.
He's a naked gun, fantastic form. Why does he need more spotlight?
That's my whole point.
Oh, come on. Paul London tripping up Neon.
It's a nice counter.
Yeah, was looking to go high risk. Maybe to end this thing was Neon. As you got to consider, the seconds continue to tick down.
Yeah, it's a precarious position here. But yeah, we're getting close to the expiration. We got to be.
Neon's just trying to hang on at this point. London looking for a belly-to-back suplex. Notice Neon is trying to, I believe, just clench that turnbuckle between his knees to keep his body stationary. And we are down to 60 seconds in this lightning match. 9 minutes and change elapsed. Oh, Neon is innovation. That 1.5 somersault senton.
But look at Paul London, that veteran, rolling out of the ring, running the clock out.
Yeah, that clock will not stop. We got to be about 45, maybe 30 seconds now, and Neon needs to get that decision.
Got to give Paul London credit right there. Ring awareness, rolling out of the ring, saving himself, buying time, and in a match like this, time is everything.
Smart strategy by Paul London, and Neon knows he can't wait. He's got to go out in pursuit, even with his own body racked with pain.
He's got to get him in the ring.
9, 8.
Oh, we're running out of time very rapidly. Neon got to get on top of him. One last chance, though. That is it. Another time limit draw from Mexico here to New York City. Nothing settled between these two athletes.
Seems like 10 minutes just isn't enough to figure out which one of these men is better than the other. This is twice now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 10-minute time limit has expired. The referee rules this bout a draw.
If this matchup was a 10-minute and 5-second time limit, the result could have been different, but we'll never know, Austin.
We won't. Maybe we should do it a third time. Third time's a charm. I want to see it.
Hey, I wouldn't be mad about it. Neon and Paul London fought their hearts out in this matchup. Neither man have anything to be ashamed of.
You hear the crowd.
They want 5 more minutes, but the very nature of a lightning match prevents that. Let's take a look back at some of the high-risk, high-octane action that brought us to this draw. Neon and Paul London picking up right where they left off in Arena, Mexico, and then some. Hard to believe we packed this much action to 10 minutes, but that's the nature of a lightning match, but no clear winner.
Listen, a draw's better than a loss. Wait a second.
Hey!
What is this?
Paul London has snapped here. I thought we were going to get a handshake.
I'm not mad at it.
He just pushed Paul
He's frustrated. Emotions are running high.
He just pushed his best friend. He beat the hell out of Neon. None of that is the Paul London I know.
He gets distracted by Paul Walter Hauser making it about himself, and he's not able to win the match. He's angry. Now look at this.
Well, Paul Walter Hauser doing the right thing, helping Neon. These men did nothing wrong, but Paul London, obviously, the emotions are heightened, and London acted out of sorts. But bottom line, Paul London could not beat this young upstart. The future of CMLL, so many say. Neon, Paul London, a 10-minute draw here in the Lightning match.
You know, sitting here in all this splendor and glory, how did this even happen?
Well, it's funny you'd ask. It's quite an interesting tale. After the death of Don Gatto's longtime mentor, he sort of lost his taste for the fight. He sold his car, he took all the money, and he went to Vegas.
Oh no.
Well, lucky for Don Gatto, the casino where he was at was serving complimentary drinks. So he ordered tequila. And the moment he tasted that sweet agave nectar from his homeland, he could feel his power returning to his body, into his feet, his legs, his thighs, up his muscles.
His mind?
His mind. He's full of tequila power.
Tequila power.
And he took the remaining money he had, he put it all on black, the ball spun, and it hit black. He took all of his winnings, he went back to Jalisco, and he bought himself a field. And you know what he planted on this field?
Pears?
Pears.
Pears? Mexican pears?
Oh, planted agave. So he could make the tequila.
The Don Gatto tequila.
Don Gatto tequila.
Oh, so this story is...
Origin story, baby.
An origin story.
Origin story. It's a pretty sick story, huh?
That's a dope-ass story.
Oh, shit. How long has he been standing there?
I don't know.
You think you heard everything I just said?
Oh, for sure.
Hey, what's up, Don Gato?
Hey, we were just talking amongst ourselves.
Just keep smiling, waving to him.
We all know Shotzi is a ballsy badass, but she's also coming in with a broken arm. Will Ava Everett capitalize and make the featherweight division all about her? We'll find out tonight. Speaking of injuries, we've all been very happy to see Mistico back in action, but his shoulder injury that led to the surrender of the middleweight title was an opportunity for Ikuro Kwon to capitalize. The most beloved, revered, and celebrated luchador in the 21st century. Mistico has traveled to the highest of heights throughout the world. The mythical, the legendary, the enigmatic Mistico has such a sacred bond and connection with these fans. He brings it everywhere he goes. It courses through his veins, that special feeling. When you watch Mistico do what he does, it resonates generationally. Mistico always has that target on his back. The worth put on the mask of Mistico. It's the most famous mask in all of Lucha Libre. And if you can take it, if it can be a prize on your mantle, you go down in history. Fans, Mistico unfortunately will not be in Battle Royale. News broke on MLW.com. Earlier this week, Mistico suffered a tricep injury. Regrettably wasn't cleared by Doc Swegler.
My name is Ikuro Kwon, the Concrete Dragon, the one who took the middleweight championship from Mistico. The same man who took the face, the identity of Mistico. The same man who left a trail of bodies all around Mexico City.
Porque lo que hizo Ikuro Kwon en faltarme al respeto, escupirte la cara, quitarme mi campeonato. Quiero enfrentarme una vez más a él y quiero que tú me des esa oportunidad.
Lucha, like Mistico, never dies. This is a sacred calling.
You will now know me as the Lucha Hunter.
Ikuro Kwon not only stole the middleweight title, but Mistico's peace of mind. Can the Lucha legend gain a measure of revenge in this opening round Opera Cup match? We will find out tonight.
Your pulse races. Your heart beats faster. This is the adrenaline rush you feel when you experience MLW Live, up close and personal. Fightland, Dallas. MLW Slaughterhouse, LA. MLW hits hard, hits real, hits right in your face. Feel the MLW experience. It's unlike any other. Get your tickets now.
Dentro y fuera del campo de batalla. Así es como aparece un gladiador 24/7 todoterreno, gran y depredador aéreo.
The following is the 2025 Opera Cup opening round bout set for one fall with a 3-minute time limit. Introducing first from Kansas City, weighing in at 285 pounds, Bishop Dyer.
Well, Bishop Dyer, along with Donovan Dijak as the Skyscrapers, have certainly already changed the scene of the MLW Tag Team division. They stand tall and on top thanks to Saint Laurent. But Bishop Dyer could be the 2025 Opera Cup champion as well. One of 3 incredible first-round matches we'll see tonight at Blood and Thunder. Rejoined now by Filthy Tom Lawler. Mr. Lawler, I know you've held that uppercut before, and it must be strange for you to look at Saint Laurent guiding a new charge into this tonight while you're up here on commentary injured, unfortunately.
It's strange for me, I'll be honest. I've become accustomed to it at this point. What's strange for me would be seeing Bishop Dyer walk around as the best technical wrestler in MLW. That's not a man that deserves that accolade just yet, especially not with Saint Laurent pulling the strings in his corner. What is the biggest marionette I've ever seen in my life?
Well, that remains to be seen, certainly, if Saint Laurent can do it. He's done it before. Davey Boy Smith Jr., former Opera Cup champion.
From Dangertown, USA, weighing in at 211 pounds, the alternative, Anthony Greene.
Anthony Greene has found success all over the world, throughout the United States, into the UK, and even India, but still a relatively unproven commodity here in Major League Wrestling. Is AG ready for the challenge? We found out.
The alternative Anthony Greene's about to show Major League Wrestling why he's the best thing in wrestling.
Can the 2025 Opera Cup be Greene's ticket to a regular spot in MLW and his name going down in history?
No, Joe, it can't. And it's cute that you guys are all up here talking about, well, maybe Bishop Dyer can win the Opera Cup, or maybe it's Anthony Greene. We already know who's going to win the Opera Cup this year, and you guys are sitting next to him.
Okay, that's very possible. I think some would say the odds are in your favor. You have a rich championship history in your own right. I'm not going to take anything away from you, but that's why we have these matches. It's easier said than done, and I would love to see how an Austin Aries would match up with somebody like Anthony Greene. I would love to see how Austin Aries would counteract the size of a 6'8" Bishop Dyer, and perhaps we'll get there. But right now, it's the opening round, Dyer and Greene.
What is this strategy here? Oh, he thinks the people clapping is going to help him against Bishop Dyer. It's not better in the ring with Bishop Dyer. This guy's legit. He's big. He's mean.
And I'll tell you what, he's even more dangerous now than when you faced him, because he's become quite the jiu-jitsu master over the past several months.
Well, and he's hungry now again, right? Like, he's hungry. He's got something to prove.
Joe, can we use that word master a little bit, you know?
Okay, well, I mean,
less liberally there.
He was IBJJF Pan champion in the Master 3 Ultra Heavyweight and Absolute Purple Belt divisions. I got to give him credit for that. So
I'm going to give him credit.
Yeah.
Great athlete. He's picked up jiu-jitsu quickly. Has a great boxing background as well.
Oh, not to mention the MLW Tag Team Championships. Not to mention the guidance of Saint Laurent, which, say what you want, obviously he's a smart promoter. He's an evil genius. He's guided a lot of people to Opera Cup success, title success. Look out. Bishop was looking to take Greene down, but could not pull it off. Was looking for, I believe, that deep six.
Yeah, it was really impressive by Greene there, just kind of using momentum and using that low leverage to be able to get Bishop Dyer to almost take himself over into that.
Well, Joe mentioned Anthony Greene is a student of the game.
Yep.
You know, he's no doubt scouted the offense of Bishop Dyer, and he's ready for it.
Well, Dyer sends Greene into the corner, tip up. Greene's the quicker, the smaller of the two. We'll see if he can use that to his advantage. Nice step up into the Tijeras.
So far, so good.
Dyer a little frustrated.
Yeah, I'm doing the smart thing, right? Controlling the pace of the match.
Whoa! Oh, went tope suicida, but not enough body weight, and blocks the post.
Not a lot of space out here in New York, around the ringside area. Got to be really careful out there.
Greene on the defensive, but comes up big.
You also have Saint Laurent out there, so you got to be double careful, triple careful if you're counting his chins.
That's what's taking up most of the space we have.
At least it's a soft place to land, though, if you happen to run into him.
And Greene, one half of the former GHC Heavyweight Tag Team Championships in Pro Wrestling Noah in Japan. Oh, did not get enough. And Dyer shrugs him off, comes back with a clothesline.
That's the thing about high risk. Sometimes it pays off, and sometimes it doesn't. When it doesn't, the tide turns real quick.
And what a night it could be for Saint Laurent on a night where it is Riddle Dijak 2 for the MLW World title. Saint Laurent also gets Bishop Dyer in his very first Opera Cup tournament. Saint Laurent goes 2-0 tonight?
No.
That could happen.
It's not going to happen, Joe.
Well, I hope not. And certainly if anybody would know about how Matt Riddle's been preparing for tonight, it'd be you.
Yeah, tonight's the night that we finally rid ourselves of Dijak. It's not an opportunity for MSL and his people. This is an opportunity for the Filthy Bros tonight.
You don't sound too convinced. You sound like you're trying to convince yourself of that. Listen, Dijak's got momentum. These guys are on a tear. Saint Laurent's pushing all the right buttons, and tonight's going to pay off. Oh! Yes. That's what's going to happen to Matt Riddle later. Throw him out like a piece of trash.
Hurl Greene to the floor. And Dyer now picking a fight with some of these fans. The nomad out on his own, controlling his own destiny after 13 years elsewhere. Dyer has an opportunity to write his ticket, to pave his way. He's chosen Saint Laurent to lead him in that journey. And certainly, when you look at the brutality, the aggressiveness of Dyer, it is hard to argue. When you look at the championship resume now, as part of the Skyscrapers, it may be impossible to argue the career path of Dyer, who gets 2 on Greene.
Pace is slowed down. That definitely is in the favor of Bishop Dyer. Real methodical, opposing his will, but now Greene trying to start to get back to his base.
Trying to battle to his feet. Oh, check that out. Use the momentum of Dyer's strike to come up and connect high on Bishop.
Yeah, and there's some power behind those strikes from Anthony Greene. You know, he may be a lot smaller than Dyer, but he's not a small man, even though he's getting tossed around like one right now.
Yeah, that speaks to the power of Bishop and a near fall. Well, Tom, you know as well as a number of athletes on the MLW roster, you do not survive the locker rooms and the dojos of Japan without being tough as hell, and Anthony Greene has proven that.
Yeah, Anthony Greene likes to present himself as a good-looking guy, but he's also a tough guy in there.
Yeah. Well, he calls himself the new school wrestler with the old school feel. And he may need some of those old school tactics to keep alive at this particular point in time, as Dyer has his way but misses the corner charge.
Oh, what does that mean?
What does what mean?
A new school wrestler with old school feel?
Well, it means he's kind of a throwback in his vibes and the way he watches and studies the sport's history. But man, he can turn up the volume and bring it into present day in 2025, and that's what he's bringing to Dyer.
See if he can string together some offense here, because I don't know if there's one move in his arsenal that's going to put Bishop Dyer away. He's got to string together an attack right here.
4 chops is a good start to it.
And nice adjustment as Dyer looked to reverse that whip into the corner.
I like how he's just using Dyer's own momentum against him in this match.
Twisted crossbody, 2.5. One of these men to move on to the second round of the Opera Cup. Time will tell. Okay. Oh! Multiple revolutions.
That could be it.
Dyer just drops Anthony Greene. Is that enough? Oh!
Took him a second to make the cover. That's what cost him.
Yeah, this can be a sport of seconds, of inches that separate you from a victory and what could have been.
MSL was up, arms up in the air, disputing the call. The most exercise he's done all day.
Well, if Dyer's not successful tonight, that cuts into his percentage of the money too. You know, Saint Laurent was riding high when Davey Boy Smith Jr. was Opera Cup champion a couple of years ago. Pat O'Connor roll, there's some old school, but Dyer's leg strength pushes him outside the ring.
He was riding high when Davey Boy Smith Jr. and I were the tag champs too.
It's true. Duck on the clothesline, and Greene sends Dyer to the floor. And distance creates opportunity with a tope suicida.
We go for it again. Don't waste time.
Oh, just got scooped down under there and planted face first. And Dyer is in the second round.
Here is your winner, advancing in the
That old school feel to it, doesn't it, Anthony Greene?
Dyer!
Well, Dyer moves on, and the reality of the situation is, whether any of us like it or not, is Saint Laurent is halfway to 2-0 on the night. If both skyscrapers are victorious, a lot could change here at MLW. But what's not going to change is Bishop Dyer's stance and status in the second round of the Opera Cup 2025. Austin Aries, this man may be in your future.
I'm not going to lie, I was hoping Anthony Greene somehow pulled out the upset. Didn't happen. Bishop Dyer advances, and he's going to be a big problem in the Opera Cup, no doubt.
And Saint Laurent continues to run his mouth. Austin, what do you think the odds are that this momentum could be an omen for Donovan Dijak, new world champion right here tonight?
97%, Joe. I think we see a new champion here tonight, finally.
Donovan Dijak to challenge MLW World Champion Matt Riddle in their return match here tonight. Let's take a look at how we got here.
I'm the brand new MLW Heavyweight Champion, and the Filthy Bros have been born.
With every title defense, Matt Riddle proves why he deserves to be called champion.
The Filthy Bros are in California.
That's Dijak out of the crowd, assaulting Matt Riddle.
Matt Riddle, that championship, that's mine.
I'm the king of bros. I represent MLW, and I'll beat anyone, anytime, bro.
Back up. Wait, that's Krugger. Wait a second. Krugger's got that gravity gamble title match briefcase. Oh! Krugger hit Dijak. He was aiming for Riddle.
I don't think that's what he wanted to have happen.
And Lawler.
And they both spill over the top. Riddle's trying to hook in as a mission. He's got him locked.
8 taps. 8 taps. Dijak is irate.
Krugger cost him the title.
Filthy Bros, he's shown he can ruin your fun.
I don't care about the Filthy Bros. I don't care about Krugger. They can kill each other. They can die in the street. I don't give a damn. One way or another, I'm going to be the MLW World Heavyweight Champion.
Wait a minute. Oh, feast your eyes. Matt Riddle's walls keep closing in, but Krugger and Dijak stay at odds over who gets the shot at Matt Riddle's world title.
Welcome to the land of fights. Grudge fights, title fights, bloody fights, fast fights, dangerous fights. Unfiltered fighters who show no mercy. They journey to one place. It's called Fightland. Major League Wrestling, where the fights find you. Live from Dallas, Texas, September 13th on YouTube and beIN Sports.
This is Major League Wrestling, the most unpredictable fights on the planet. Watch on beIN Sports. Stream free on MLW's YouTube channel. It's combat with consequence. It's spectacle with scars. This hits different. Tune in, throw down. Welcome to Major League Wrestling.
Shotzi's got her game face on. She'll need to be focused. Still not recovered from a fractured arm, but makes her MLW in-ring debut against an athlete who believes the featherweight division is hers for the taking. Ava Everett. That's tonight. But up next, it's our MLW World Championship match.
To fight both men at the same time, trying to retain his championship tonight.
Can't be knocked down. Riddle pinned him. But the only way to defend the crown you worked 7 years to get is to enter the riot. Oh, my God. Riddle has done it against the heart.
He's got him locked.
Dijak. 8 times. 8 times. Stone will solidify. Matt Riddle Let's take a look at the tail of the tape presented by Mars. Dijak's power and agility are off the charts. The Mars Fight Lab scanned Dijak doing his top rope moonsault at a devastating 2,100 pounds of force. For Matt Riddle, he'll have to be evasive, which won't be easy in a 16x16 ring. There'll be less real estate to avoid your opponent, while also the smaller ring will push the action. Do not expect a slow pace. Riddle was scanned by the Mars Fight Lab with the ability to land a kick in 0.98 seconds. If he can dance around Dijak and find his openings, he can stun the disruptor and set himself up for victory. All that looks great on paper, but will the execution be quite that simple? We'll find out. Let's go to the ring. It's your MLW World Title fight.
The following fight is set for one fall, and it is for the MLW World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger, accompanied to the ring by Saint Laurent. Feast your eyes on the disruptor, Donovan Dijak.
You see the determination and the body language of Donovan Dijak. Many people say he should have and maybe could have already been MLW World Champion in that one-on-one matchup with Matt Riddle recently. But the involvement of Krugger, that gravity gamble briefcase, threw things completely out of whack. And because Krugger swung that briefcase at Riddle and hit Dijak by mistake, Dijak and Saint Laurent blame Krugger for the fact that he's not champion today. A do-over tonight for the world title. Dijak Riddle 2 is moments away.
If I can have everyone's attention, please. With New York City quickly deteriorating into a third-rate hellhole, I don't think you morons deserve to see the disruptor, Donovan Dijak.
Take off. Leave.
But since we're here anyways, Mr. Dijak, why don't you give them a few words of wisdom about that idiot Matt Riddle? Matt Riddle, you're MLW World Champion. Wow, great representation.
Does he think he'd be better?
I think you know the answer.
Hey, Riddle, I have some advice for you. Stop filming your OnlyFans content, get your dick out of your hand, put your gear on, and get your ass out here to defend that championship and lose it to Donovan Dijak. Oh, Dijak!
Got wrong.
We already know he can disrupt.
He's not right.
We already know you can destroy, but now it's time to dethrone. Disrupt, destroy, dethrone, repeat. Disrupt, destroy, dethrone.
You can't use two-syllable words with these people.
Well,
you can never remember. Here we go.
Dijak's done 2 out of those 3 things, disrupted and destroyed everything in front of him.
Yeah.
But the resiliency of Matt Riddle, who's been a marked man since winning the MLW World Title. Mr. Lawler, you've helped him overcome so many challenges, and I know there's got to be a strategy in place for tonight. Where's Matt Riddle, though?
He's probably out back getting high.
Oh, he's getting ready to disrupt this promo, destroy Donovan Dijak.
Yeah.
Keep the throne.
Well, it's just not like Matt Riddle to no-show a title fight.
Maybe he's mid-Instagram Live or something.
Oh, stop it, Instagram Live.
Well, why'd they cut the music? Come on.
When it's time to fight, Matt Riddle's in the zone, and you know that, Austin. You've seen enough of his title matches.
Well, where is he?
Let's try it again. I don't know. Maybe there was a communication issue. I don't know.
Champ's on his way.
When's the last time you saw him, Tom? That's your friend.
I saw him earlier in the day.
You sure he made it? Didn't get lost?
Yeah, positive.
The time has come. Contra's reign of terror begins now.
Oh, come on. What is this? What is this? What is this?
That Contra glitch. That means they're hacking our feed. They're nearby.
Come on.
And I don't like the feel of this at all.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on. Hey, hey, hey.
That's one of our referees.
No.
Oh, wait. Is Krugger going to activate?
No.
Is he going to activate the title shot? Krugger as a referee. He's got the gravity gamble.
Well, how are you going to let this happen?
And wait a minute.
This is Dijak's match.
Dijak just kicked the hell out of the referee. Once again, Krugger is seizing an opportunity during Donovan Dijak's business. Contra finally found Riddle alone.
Now Dijak has the briefcase. Can he keep? There we go.
And Dijak not going to let Krugger steal his moment. And these two hosses are swinging right hands and left hands again. We have seen these two men fight in the locker room area. We saw Dijak get involved when it was Krugger and Baba Thunder defeating Riddle and Lawler. Krugger was upset that Dijak's the reason Krugger pinned Riddle and not Krugger himself. And these men are fighting on our staging, and this is getting dangerous before it gets better.
Yeah, well, Matt Krugger just cost Donovan Dijak the World Championship again.
Well, and Dijak looks at it the other way. Dijak and Krugger both look at the other and say, you just cost me that title. Dijak had the shot, Krugger had the freaking, oh my God, to the table.
That's what he gets, that's what he deserves.
Krugger's nearly 7 feet tall, he's 300 pounds, and I've never seen anyone drive him to a table, and that has knocked Donovan Dijak's title, oh my God.
Wait a second.
Krugger just rose from the ashes, and Dijak can sense a very evil presence looming. Krugger wanted to activate that briefcase. Dijak cost him. Dijak had the signed match. Krugger cost him. Something's got to give between the two most destructible forces in MLW, and they're still fighting. Somebody stop this.
Who's going to stop it? Why don't you go stop it?
Welcome to the land of fights. Grudge fights, title fights, bloody fights, fast fights, dangerous fights. Unfiltered fighters who show no mercy. They journey to one place. It's called Fightland. Major League Wrestling, where the fights find you. Live from Dallas, Texas, September 13th on YouTube and beIN Sports.
Back here at MLW Blood and Thunder, we are still trying to recover and restore order from the chaos that went down before we went to break. It was set to be Donovan Dijak challenging Matt Riddle for the MLW World title, but Mads Krugger, the holder of the Gravity Gamble title shot briefcase, made his presence known, and as we've seen a number of times, Krugger and Dijak jockeying for the chance to be the one to take Matt Riddle out. An all-out brawl ensued. They are still fighting. We are trying to get control. This thing has gone completely off the rails.
Oh my God, Dad. I just thought of this, but what am I going to do with my daggers? TSA has like a limit, and we're going to Don Gatto's house.
Well, you always get what you want, so I don't see the problem.
This is unbelievable. This is outrageous. A travesty of justice. Dijak got screwed and you gotta fix it. I need Dijak versus Riddle, part 3.
Okay, silence! You want consequences for this? We'll do it in Dallas at Fightland.
Hey, Dijak and Krugger, se están peleando, están quebrando todo. Se están peleando, ya no hay seguridad, esto no hay seguridad.
¿Dónde?
Acá afuera. Se están peleando.
Do I get cleared? Do I get TSA pre-check?
Dijak versus Riddle 3 at Fightland?
The following is a 2025 Uppercut opening round bout set for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first from Ormond Beach, Florida, weighing in at 186 pounds, he has the most educated feet in professional wrestling, the Professor Bobby Fish.
An uppercut veteran, Bobby Fish, his third tournament memorable encounter with Kenta. That really was some 2 decades in the making a year ago. But Bobby Fish comes back bigger, sharper, better, more experienced, and ready to face one of the toughest tests of his long career.
And his opponent, Satoshi Kojima.
The championship resume of Satoshi Kojima in Major League Wrestling is quite simply unmatched. But Kojima has never had the honor of hoisting the 140-year-old Opera Cup high overhead. And with the adulation of the New York City fans who have meant so much to Kojima's career and his success, especially when it comes to his MLW World title wins, Kojima could begin that road tonight as you see the Opera Cup 2025 bracketing. No easy path, no gimmies for anybody involved. Kojima or Fish will have to deal with Bishop Dyer, but they can't look ahead of their matchup tonight. This is going to be an instant classic. You know, we speculated in the days leading up to this matchup, will Kojima have that focus that he needs based on the fact that he and Okumura were apparently on the outs with one another. But after seeing Kojima and Okumura work to mend those issues, that could be what Kojima needs to keep his eye on the prize.
What do you mean they're working to mend it? Like they're going to counseling or something, Joe? Like,
well, this is just what I hear from my sources. I wasn't there.
I think you need new sources.
I think you need counseling.
I think they've been doing it by Zoom.
Zoom counseling?
Works.
Well, right now, all that aside, you talk about Kojima not really having momentum in his favor. You want to start gaining some momentum? Get a couple victories in the Opera Cup, win the Opera Cup. That'll restore your momentum real quick.
On a night where there's international eyes in attendance, New Japan Pro Wrestling Chairman Naoki Sugabayashi, legendary New Japan official and international liaison Tiger Hattori, they're both in attendance tonight watching this match. Weekly Fight, Japan's most read weekly fight magazine, are here in the press box.
I think I saw Mr. Miyagi here.
Yeah, you did not. But all these eyes are on Satoshi Kojima.
That was Paul Walter Hauser.
Kojima now.
Tiger Miyagi, I just saw him. He was in.
It's Tiger Hattori.
You guys were talking about Kojima not having momentum, right? All it takes is one lariat to get that momentum back.
Yeah, and all it takes is one kick from Bobby Fish's educated feet. That's the kind of match we have here. Both these men have knockout power. Kojima in his arm and Bobby in his legs.
That's true.
Well, at this point, how educated are these feet? Are they a doctorate? I mean...
Well, I know you grade on a curve, Mr. Lawler. I know you have high expectations, but Bobby Fish has competed in competitive kickboxing from here to the Middle East and all points in between.
He did. Actually, that was a boxing match that he had in the Middle East.
Okay, there you go.
Undercard of the Mayweather fight. I remember that one.
So he's multiverse is what you're saying with his hands and his feet.
Yeah, he's multiverse.
His ears look a lot better than yours.
Nice suplex by Bobby Fish. And a cover to count only. Of course, Bobby Fish, all styles he's ready for. He's part of that War Chamber matchup a couple of months ago.
Also a successful tag team wrestler, just like Kojima.
Yeah, no doubt. And now the body shots to Kojima. I mean, Mr. Lawler, you being a great fight strategist, Kojima has not had the best couple of months, but you look at his resume in MLW history, arguably the greatest of all time. What do you do to keep him down? What do you do, to find a way as Bobby Fish snaps off a nice elbow into the cover, into a 2 count? What do you do if you're Bobby Fish?
You follow the game plan that he's putting into play right now, and that's attack the legs. You saw him hit those Muay Thai kicks right to the knee of Kojima, and that's going to take away Kojima's ability to generate power for that lariat that we talked about before. Where does power come from? It comes up from the ground, and if he can't generate power out of those feet, through those knees, into the hips, he's not going to have it for that lariat.
And Kojima finds an opening, and those rapid fire by Fish chops by the dozen to the chest cavity of Bobby Fish.
Get out of there, Bobby.
And certainly when Kojima gets on a roll like that, there is no one and no strategy that can stop that offensive burst. And charging through the form. Keep in mind, Kojima, it was 20 years between world title reigns in MLW. As he drops the elbow, Kojima's not going to wait that long to claim his next prize. Into the cover and looking to move on in the Opera Cup. But Austin, I'll give you the other side of the equation. If you're Kojima, how do you neutralize the strikes of Bobby Fish?
Well, I mean, The thing about Kojima, he's got a chin, right? He can absorb punishment. This guy's doing it over his career. It takes a lot to put him down. So sometimes it's kind of, you just try to absorb the guy's best strikes. You try to absorb the shock and awe. And when he tires himself out, you take advantage. The thing about Kojima, 240 pounds, but he's got a gas tank. This guy can go for a long time. And that's something you don't think about necessarily when you watch him or when you see him, but he's highly conditioned.
And Bobby Fish, looking to knot up that thigh muscle maybe the knee as well. Fish looking to take out those legs. To your point, Mr. Lawler, and the back suplex connects.
You can see that's what's led to him having his greatest success so far in this matchup.
Wait. They're still fighting? Now? Do we have a camera? Here we go, that's Krugger. Donovan Dijak in the bowels of the building. Beating the hell out of one another, obviously centered around their mutual desire to be MLW World Champion. We'll track that story further, but back live, here's Bobby Fish in the corner. And opening up again. Kicking high, kicking low, striking high, striking low, every place in the body on that leg lace takedown. Wrenching the knee. Kojima, a history of knee issues. We've well documented throughout his world title defenses. Fish comes down with that low clothesline into the cover. 2.5. And gentlemen, while Kojima has fought through, I think, the worst part of that knee injury a number of months ago, I believe there still is a bandage on the knee underneath the pad, so something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, you can see it on the left leg there. There's definitely some wrap, some bandage of some sort, but I would imagine that's going to be there the rest of Kojima's career.
Yeah,
at this
I was going to say, Tom knows this and I know this. You probably don't, Joe, but sometimes these injuries, they never heal. They never go away. They're with you the rest of your career.
Oh, there's a cozy cutter!
But can he capitalize?
Bobby Fish is not moving. And Austin, I'm not sure if Kojima wants to capitalize.
Well, it looks like he's about to. There goes the elbow pad. You're looking for that lariat.
Look out. Oh, there's the exploder suplex. Bobby Fish may have just single-handedly, in that one motion, saved his spot in the Opera Cup tournament, and Kojima struggling to get out and find the rope at the last possible second.
Both these men right now, you can see how much this is taken out of them. Both hit hard, and they've both taken a lot of damage. And Bobby's just been relentless on that leg. It's been a great strategy.
That's the mark of a trained, experienced fighter, to zero in on one part of the body and continue to focus on it. Now just a rear naked choke. And Kojima can't defend himself if he's unconscious, certainly. Up the back of Kojima.
Yeah, put all of his weight on him. Make him carry his weight too. Really wear him down.
You can sense the force and aggression of that, right, Tom?
Yeah, Kojima almost shrugged him off. He definitely shrugged him off after that.
Damage done to Bobby Fish, who favoring maybe his extremities, maybe his abdomen.
The bread basket.
Yeah, landed hard under the weight of Kojima, who finds a way, that fighting spirit, that never-ending will to get back to his feet and fight.
You know, that could also hurt the adductors, the groin of Bobby Fish, which could take some steam off those kicks.
The nether regions.
That's in Holland.
It looks like he got all of that round kick to the chest cavity.
See this right here, Bobby Fish, I know he's got educated feet. The one thing I wouldn't want to do is stand in the middle of the ring, go to toe-to-toe with Kojima. That doesn't seem like a winning proposition to me.
But in the moment, it's Bobby Fish excelling. It would certainly be a statement victory if Fish outstrikes Kojima.
That one caught him right in the arm, which is a good strategy. First take away the leg, now take away the arm, the lariat.
Fish maybe looking brainbuster, maybe, oh, it's Kojima who hits a brainbuster! Shift of momentum just like that, hook of the leg, 2.5, Fish kicks out.
But watch out.
Kojima measures. Kojima moves on in his first uppercut.
Here is your winner.
Put him in a department store, turn him into a mannequin.
Satoshi Kojima!
Kojima the victory, and we're in.
It's the lowest grade bread you can possibly find. GMO, non-organic.
Kojima won't complain.
That's a wondrous bread.
He loves bread of all shapes, sizes, and origins. But man, this fight took a lot out of Satoshi Kojima, but he persevered and got the win.
Thank you so much! Oh my God, mini bread! Please, don't try this at home. Thank you pretty much anyway.
Cozy Max, standing tall. Satoshi Kojima moves on to the next round of the Opera Cup and could be just a few hits away from his next history-making milestone in MLW. Oh wait, that's Dijak and Krugger. This fight continues throughout the building. Who's gonna stop these men? Oh wait, the cameraman got it. Oh, we got people hurt. Let's get out of here.
In MLW Wrestling, the fights don't end when the bell rings. The fights live on. Real conflict, unfiltered intensity, pure emotion. Follow the fights on every platform. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, Facebook. Because in MLW, the fights live on.
Major League Wrestling invades Dallas-Fort Worth for one of the biggest fight nights of the year. This is MLW Fightland, live Saturday, September 13 from the NYTEX Sports Center. Tickets will start at just $10, now on sale at MLWDallas.com. Don't miss your shot to witness history. Moments ago, MLW President Cesar Duran made it official. Dijak versus Riddle 3 for the MLW World Heavyweight Championship. 2 brutal encounters have led to this, the final chapter. One last war. And also just announced, the vacant MLW World Middleweight Championship is on the line. CMLL standout Templario collides with Contra's Ikuro Kwon in a cross-continental clash for gold. And in a Texas death match, former world champion Alex Hammerstone steps into no man's land with Matthew Justice. No rules, no countouts, one man leaves on his feet. Plus, MLW's top-ranked athletes, legends, and rising stars from CMLL, and more matches to come. MLW Fightland, Saturday, September 13, NYTEX Sports Center in Dallas-Fort Worth. Tickets on sale now at MLWDallas.com, starting at just $10. Watch it live nationwide on beIN Sports and streaming free worldwide on YouTube. This is Major League Wrestling. This is Fightland.
The following fight is set for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first, from the state of New Jersey, the 1-2 cutie, Ava Everett.
Ava Everett certainly let her presence be known at Summer of the Beast when she had some choice words for her opponent tonight, Shotzi. Here, about to make her MLW debut. Ava Everett, though, feels a little slighted. She says she's been here before. She's won matches here before. She's won matches internationally. And she has a chance to prove herself. She resents that all the headlines are about Shotzi. Not making friends here either.
And her opponent, from the Black Lagoon, the ballsy badass, Shotzi Blackheart.
Well, Shotzi is here in Major League Wrestling to rediscover the ballsy badass side of her personality. these fans supporting her every step of the way. But the big test here, gentlemen, we know that Shotzi is coming into this matchup with a fractured ulna in her left arm. How will that hinder her MLW debut?
Hinder? She's pulling the Bob Orton. She's going to use it as a weapon. Oldest trick in the book, and I don't blame her.
All right, well, Bob Orton had the cast for like 4 years. I don't think it's really the same.
We'll find out. Let's see how long she wears it. Actually, I saw Bob a few weeks ago. He still got the cast on. Well, he's slow to heal.
We will wish Bob Orton a very slow but safe recovery, and maybe one a little more rapid for Shotzi. Ava Everett, though, does not look impressed.
No, I feel like, you know, if I was Ava Everett, I said, well, I should get some weapon I can wear on my forearm, too. Make it fair.
Ava, former WXW Germany Women's Champion. We've seen her in the mix for that championship in Germany as well as here on MLW TV. And, well, Ava's the type that, well, maybe a little bit delusional as far as what her star status truly is, and she's trying to force this issue with Shotzi rather than earn it, and that's not how you get respect around here, Tom.
No, you have to do your work in the ring, and right now Ava's just doing all the talk with her mouth. The fans don't like it. Shotzi doesn't like it.
Well, we'll see how Shotzi can fight with basically one good arm. Time will tell. Missed the corner charge. Ava, they caught off guard by the fact that Shotzi wanted a very quick physical start to this featherweight division matchup. Of course, no doubt, the MLW World Women's Featherweight Champion, Big Kaiju Shoko Nakajima, is watching this matchup closely. Supermodel turned pro wrestler Yuki Kamifuku, big victory back at Summer of the Beast. She's no doubt watching as everybody clamors to see who will be the next top contender in the featherweight division as Big Kaiju sits atop the division.
See right there favoring that arm after that high impact move.
Oh, and Ava targeting it.
And that's the thing, you know, you wear the cast to protect it, but you're also putting a big target on it, a big blinking sign that says, hey, I'm injured. Attack here. And that's not what Ava Everett's doing.
No doubt, and really, I mean, Shotzi, the limit in the range of motion and the limit what she can do with her hand and her wrist on that side of her body is gonna just cause an issue with defending herself, and Ava, all smiles, proud of herself now as she dropped the leg on the arm, doesn't care if she causes further injury as long as we're all looking at her. And Ava zeroing in on Shotzi, the full extension of the leg. A TCB, of course, a battle cry on Shotzi on that cast, but remains to be seen how well that could go off as Shotzi looks to fire away, but cut off the pass. And certainly, Mr. Lawler, you've gone into the ring many times, hurt if not outright injured. Do you feel Shotzi's making a mistake?
Shotzi's making a calculated choice here by getting in there. This is not her first rodeo. She's been in the ring for years and years and years, and I'm sure she knows what her limits are. Shotzi is pretty unorthodox, too, if you could tell by her offense and what she was able to put together at the beginning of the match. And, you know, I'm not sure that this is going to be a big issue if she can get her offense rolling.
Well, let's be honest, Tom. She's in there for the same reason you would go and take matches and fights injured, because you need the money. You don't get paid if you're not in there, injured or not. So, yeah, sometimes people do things that aren't in their best interest physically because they're in their best interest financially.
I don't think Shotzi necessarily needs the money. I don't think she'd mind it.
Oh, yeah, you're her accountant now, Joe? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm speculating.
Hey, let's be real, though. Forget the money. What feels better than going out there in front of the fans? What kind of adrenaline rush do you get more than stepping in front of those fans?
My God.
Well, we know Shotzi's fearless and fierce and a devil-may-care style. I was talking to Shotzi earlier this afternoon. I asked her, what was it like growing up? What was childhood like? And she told me she used to hang out with a motorcycle gang. And the reason being is because her dad was a member. So all the other little kids are having play dates and playing with Barbie's dream house, but Shotzi's hanging out with a legitimate motorcycle gang as a kid. That's how against the grain and off the beaten path Shotzi is, and her life's been the same ever since.
Yeah, well, right now she's at the receiving end of a butt kicking right here. Is that what you did as a kid? Play with Play with Barbie in the dream house?
Well, no, I wasn't referring to me specifically.
Okay.
I just other young girls.
See it. I can see it.
Well, okay.
I did.
You have an inventive imagination, and Tom, you're tough enough to do whatever the hell you want. No one's going to tell you you're wrong. But Shotzi right now, her doctor may tell her later she was wrong for accepting this fight because Ava Everett, the contortion, the twisting of that arm.
Yeah, she might have miscalculated that calculated decision that she made. Huh, Tom? She might have miscalculated that because right now she's getting no offense in, and she could be risking some serious permanent damage.
I didn't say she was good at math.
Nice high kick. There's nothing wrong with Shotzi's leg strength, and that raises the ire of Ava Everett. And Shotzi drops it. Oh, the head first landing on the ring frame was bad, but the reverb to the floor might have been worse.
Yeah, that definitely was a tide changer right there.
Shotzi being inventive, being innovative, oh no!
She got her ring gear caught up there in Shotzi's hair.
Ava just used part of her attire to blind Shotzi.
I think it was an accident, though.
Sent her into the post. You give a lot of benefit of the doubt, don't you?
She's got tangled up in there.
And Ava would never do something like that intentionally.
Well, maybe she would.
Okay. Well, Shotzi could be counted out. 20 count on the floor here in Major League Wrestling, but maybe the pain is too much. Maybe the pain is blocking out this count. Maybe Shotzi, well, maybe not. Shotzi probably didn't even consider anything I just said.
No, there's probably so much adrenaline running through her veins right now. There's no way she's going to give up. She's not going to stay down on the floor. Shotzi's going to keep fighting.
Yeah, well, certainly these two didn't stop talking trash ever since they crossed paths at Summer of the Beasts, and this matchup was effectively made, and Shotzi looking for this opportunity. I'm sure did everything she could to try to get that arm rehabbed and as close to 100% as she could for this fight, but regardless of that, with her legs, her knees, her right arm, Shotzi fires away.
Right behind the back of the ear.
Ava out on her feet. Face first, and a paddle cry from the ballsy badass. Cannonball in the corner. Shotzi calls it the Chupacabra.
One more time.
Chupacabra. Easy for me to say, and not easy for Ava to kick out of, though.
Can we get Jesus back out here to pronounce that one for us?
Yeah, he may need Jesus for once. Shotzi, though, doesn't need any more adrenaline. She's feeling it. A high kick is countered. Back elbow connects.
Been some really good back and forth action right here.
Oh! Suplex into the corner.
It's a rough landing right there.
Yeah, legs get caught up in the corner, and of course the head and neck land first, high and tight, and that was a near fall. And Shotzi, if her weight had been distributed a little bit differently across Ava's shoulders, it's been a different story.
Yeah, not a big fan of that style of cover, to be fair. I think you want to pin down the opponent's shoulders rather than necessarily hooking the leg every time.
Oh, Shotzi may have been looking for a sliced bread or something similar, but got caught, hung up, and the back cracker connected, and Ava's gonna beat her in a near fall.
Would you like to say something, Austin?
I was gonna ask what you think about that cover, Tom. Do you like that cover?
Hey, the proof's in the pudding. What can I say? Each woman had a chance to win the match there, and it's still ongoing, so.
Ava maybe measuring Shotzi.
Maybe she's loading her boot.
She's loading her boot.
I don't know.
I don't think
I would be.
I'm sure you would. We'll have a chance to see that in uppercut. I hope we don't see it in uppercut, but Shotzi looking for the crossface.
Wait, she's using it though, of course.
Out of tempo.
Yeah, with that cast right across the face.
Here is your winner by submission, the ballsy badass, Shotzi Blackheart.
Austin, you can say what you want, but that cast was inspected by the commission. It's regulation, it's allowed, it's a medical device.
Bob Orton will be proud.
Well, filthy Tom Lawler, certainly. You look at the featherweight division, you look at Kamabuku, you look at Nakajima. Shotzi puts herself very much in that equation now.
Yeah, and Shotzi no doubt has the support of the fans. Look, the people here in New York love her. They love her all across the world. And I'm sure she wants a chance to represent them as that MLW Women's Champion.
Shotzi blocks out the pain, rediscovers her edge, and makes herself a player in the MLW featherweight division. Wait, I've just been told we have another remote camera in place. Yes, Krugger and Dijak still beating the hell out of one another. This action has been ongoing. Oh, we have a second cameraman down. My God, nobody's safe.
The respect was obvious. The men listened to him because he knew what he was talking about. They could tell just by looking at him, he was a champion, pure and simple. Because the measure of a true champion is not what he drinks.
Steve, you've been filming him all morning. Put that thing over here. Film me.
Film you? What are you doing?
I'm like translating our experiences here. Do it right.
Okay, I'm filming you.
Come in. Right there.
Because the measure of a true champion is not only what he drinks.
Okay, what's up? Why are you doing this? Like up and down? What?
If you don't like the way I shoot you, don't ask to be shot.
Well, I'd like to be shot like normally, not somebody who's just itching to go and film their boyfriend.
Well, Don Gatto's not my boyfriend.
Don Gatto's a lot of people's boyfriends. He's not your boyfriend. Trust me.
Not yet.
Don Gatto, is Steve your boyfriend?
Don't!
You're pissing me off. Go fucking get out of here.
Well, listen, you want to...
Get the fuck out of my face.
Okay, fine.
Go away, now. Whoa. Maybe Don Gatto will be your boyfriend.
Welcome to the land of fights. Grudge fights, title fights, bloody fights, fast fights, dangerous fights. Unfiltered fighters who show no mercy. They journey to one place. It's called Fightland. Major League Wrestling, where the fights find you. Live from Dallas, Texas. September 13th on YouTube and beIN Sports.
Earlier tonight, before Donovan Dijak scheduled MLW World title fight against champion Matt Riddle, Krugger disrupted the plans of the disruptor. A giant brawl broke out and is still out of hand as we wait further updates on this chaotic scene that apparently is going down throughout this building. We send it back to the ring in our next Opera Cup opening round match.
Following is a 2025 Opera Cup opening round bout set for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first, representing CONTRA Unit, weighing in at 179 pounds, the Concrete Dragon, Ikuro Kwon.
Not just calling himself the Concrete Dragon, also calling himself the Lucha Hunter. As you see, Ikuro Kwon adorned with many of the masks that he has taken in his travels in the United States and Saint Laurent, Mexico. But the prized possession is in his right hand. The mask of Mistico. Then Kwon snapped the neck, knocked Mistico out, and stole. As we were going off the air at Azteca Lucha, Kwon takes pride in the systematic dissection of one of the greatest luchadors of all time, not just the mask, but also stole that middleweight title that Mistico held so dear for so long.
Yeah, he takes a lot of pride wearing that championship title around his waist, too, that he feels he deserves, and he should be the rightful champion.
Kwon is not the champion. The title is not on the line. That'll be settled coming up next month at Fightland. But certainly a lot of pride and an Opera Cup advancement to the second round at stake in this matchup. Both these men have been requesting, if not demanding, for quite some time.
His opponent from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 85 kilos, he is the winner of the 2024 Opera Cup Tournament. This is Mistico!
We all thought that it was Ikuro Kwon at the helm of an attack on Mistico at Summer of the Beast. as one of Contra's Sentai Death Squad soldiers. MJF and Mistico have been feuding across the world. MJF came to MLW to make a statement. But my question is, what kind of a deal was hatched between MJF and Ikuro Kwon to allow that to take place to begin with?
Mistico is one of the best wrestlers in the world. He has been for years and years. He's going to be prepared for whatever Ikuro Kwon brings tonight.
I'm curious to see how personal he makes this, right? You know, he's a great wrestler, but he stole his mask. I'd expect to see some of that frustration and aggression from Mistico here tonight.
And Kwon, targeted and precise and strategic with his strikes, unloads on Mistico. Kwon is generally emotionless, just a mercenary that destroys everyone and everything in front of him. And Kwon has decided himself that this is his for the taking. And Mistico caught off guard. I'm not sure what Mistico was expecting, but certainly Lucha Libre, so much respect ingrained in the culture. I'm not sure if Mistico has ever faced anything even vaguely resembling CONTRA Unit in CMLL. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, there's no respect from Ikuro Kwon. There's no respect factor whatsoever. So if that's what Mistico was expecting, well, he ain't gonna get it.
No respect, but I mean, if there's two things that luchadors are great at, it's high flying and brawling. So Mistico, I'm sure, has run into some great brawlers down in Mexico, and that's what Kwon's going to be bringing to him tonight. Like I said, he's going to be ready for it.
Contra wants to destroy pro wrestling, destroy Lucha Libre, tear down everything around them, and rebuild it in their own sick, terrorizing image. And certainly if you can take down Mistico, many have tried. Some of the best in this sport have tried. Oh, if they get Mistico, when they've already sent that message. Keep in mind, when Kwon stole that title, back at Battle Riot 7, that blinding, poisonous mist into the eyes of President Cesar Duran, Mistico, fresh off of that triceps surgery, he could not do anything to stop it. And before we knew it, that title was in Contra possession, and it's been there ever since. That was the month of April.
Yeah, I don't think he stole it, Joe. He just preemptively acquired it.
Wow, that's one unique way of looking at it.
And right now he's controlling the pace. He's having his way with Mistico.
Nice shoulder tackle. Well, certainly I know, Austin Aries, you're watching with a vested interest for a number of reasons, and especially so. Wait, Mistico to his feet, handspring, booming with a back elbow. Nice recovery and resiliency by Rey de Plata y Oro.
Try to build that momentum, quicken the pace up, which will work in his favor.
Mistico been looking for his revenge for weeks. Plancha. So much impact, he couldn't stay on him for the cover. But step up into the Tijeras, and Kwon needs refuge of the outside.
That's not where you want to be against Mistico. That's not a safe haven out there.
And Mistico charges through with a tope suicida. Sometimes when you think you're in the head of Mistico, you think you've got him weakened. Sometimes he can be his strongest. There's a reason that so many kids, so many individuals of all ages look at Mistico like an idol, like a superhero. He's unwavering.
Yeah, if there's anybody we've seen tonight that really, really draws energy from the fans, it's Mistico.
Rings in and gets a near fall.
There's just a different aura about him. There's a different feel, and you can feel it. You can feel it. Listen to the fans get behind him right now.
Yeah. Mistico continues to have his issues with Templario as well. It was the first man to pin Mistico in MLW, but right now it's a singular focus. Mistico and Ikuro Kwon. No titles here. The Opera Cup tournament in full effect. Great adjustment by Mistico to roll with the leverage to escape what would have been a crash landing, but a near fall that time.
It's impressive to adjust in midair like that, see your opponent's moving out of the way, and you're able to counter that. Land on his feet into a back roll. And now he's back up on the ropes. But again, who cares what the people think? Just do it.
Oh, Mistico feeds off these people. It motivates
That's what happens. Well, that's what happens. Feed off of that.
Kwon takes advantage. And certainly, Mr. Aries, according to the bracketing in front of me, if you get through Kushida in your opening round matchup, you would face the winner of this matchup. Oh, into a German suplex. Wait a minute here. 2 count only.
I don't know where you get your information. I'm not concerned with that.
Okay, well, it's certainly Kwon and Mistico can't be as well as... Oh, he gets measured. That Shining Wizard, yeah, could have knocked him out too. Oh, what a rapid kick out by Mistico, certainly. Mr. Lawler, you as a former Opera Cup winner, you know that you can't think ahead to the future rounds, right? Or maybe you did. I mean, what's the strategy here? Are they living in the moment, or are they thinking about the whole field of 16?
No, you have to take each match as it comes. You can't look forward. There's no tomorrow. You cannot be guaranteed that you're going to have another match. You have to put every ounce of effort you have into the guy that's in front of you. And especially, like, if you're Mistico, this is a heated matchup for you. If you're Kwon, this is a huge opportunity every time you get a chance to beat Mistico.
Yeah, Kwon looking to systematically deconstruct the legacy of Mistico, to steal it step by step. Mistico could be the first ever back-to-back Opera Cup champion. And he could, fight with valor to defend everything he's built, everything he's created, everything he does to make himself such a revered hero to the Mexican people. And Kwon follows through off that reversal.
Every time he panders to these people, it backfires.
Well, perhaps you could say the same about Kwon's battle cry of Contra, but both men, stereo kicks caught one another high. Guys, I'm getting an update in my ear on the Donovan Dijak match, Krugger fight that is still ongoing through that building, and what? They're fighting towards where? The rooftop? We'll keep track of that situation as it unfolds, but back in the ring now, both men are back on their feet.
They're back at square one now. It's like overtime. Who's gonna score? Who's gonna score?
As you can see, the rapid fire nature of those Kwon kicks. The first one was blocked, but in less than a blink of an eye, the second connected.
Kwon's going up. Now this isn't his usual forte. He can fly, but it's not.
Kwon favoring the ribs. Yeah, that's a good point. Mistico took advantage. Elevates with the Kamengiri.
He's about to fly like the Hindenburg, baby.
Yeah, this is not where you want to be if you're Akira Kwon, not against Mistico.
Mistico certainly has a lot more balance, a lot more comfort on those turnbuckles.
Not where you want to be. Long way down.
Mistico goes Spanish fly. Hooks the leg. Mistico moves on.
Here is your winner, advancing in the Opera Cup tournament, Mistico!
What a win for Mistico professionally, advancing to the second round of the Opera Cup, but personally able to gain a bit of retribution for the torture, for the pain, for the target that Mistico has been made at the hands of Contra and Ikuro Kwon. There's a youngster who's a big Mistico fan. And certainly Mistico still has his sights set on the middleweight title. That'll be next month. But right now, Mistico has that mask that Kwon had absconded with.
He wanted it back so he could sell it.
Well, now Kwon, notice he goes immediately to that middleweight title, not leaving that undetected. Cesar Duran said, "Oh, no! That blinding mist in the referee's eyes!" Oh,
the referee should have been minding his own business, getting in Akira Kwon's face.
This loss may have set Akira Kwon even more over the edge, made him even more dangerous. Mistico wants to finish this now. He sees the disrespect of that middleweight title and wants to stop Contra right here and right now, but he may get that chance next month at MLW Fightland.
I don't feel like this issue settled at all.
Not in the least, but what we have settled is one of the quarterfinal round matchups in the 2025 Opera Cup. It'll be Satoshi Kojima versus Bishop Dyer. Mistico's quarterfinal round opponent to be determined at a later date between Ultimo Guerrero and Esfinge when they meet. We're only 5 weeks out till Fightland. The action will only intensify. We invite you to wait. They're fighting again, Donovan, Dijak, and Krugger. It all surrounds the MLW World title. And it feels like it's gotten so much more personal. On top of that, they're on the rooftop, for God's sakes. Krugger is hammering away, and Dijak, these two bosses will not be stopped. Oh, wait a minute! Dijak just threw Krugger off the ledge! Dijak threw Krugger off the ledge of this building!
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he?
Where the hell did Krugger go? What the hell just happened?
Where is he?
MLW World Champion Matt Riddle, a former MMA warrior turned MLW fighter. Cool, calm on the surface, but chaos rules his heart. Donovan Dijak.
It is do or Dijak.
A tower of destruction, and he wants Riddle's crown. The bro meets the brute. This isn't just a fight, it's a reckoning. Welcome to the land of fights, where violence is guaranteed. Title fights, bloody fights, fast fights, dangerous fights. Unfiltered fighters who show no mercy. This September, chaos has a new name. It's called Fightland.
This is Lucha Libre at its finest.
Major League Wrestling, where the fights find you. Live from Dallas, Texas, September 13th. Live on YouTube and Be In Sports.